It's a Rooster Teeth podcast. They call it the Drunk Tank. I call it Laughs. It's just Rooster Teeth rambling on from the guys who brought you Red Blue and Recovery One in Reconstruction, in Recreation, in the Constitution. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Drunk Tank.
Drunk Tank.
How was that?
I love that guy.
How
that
in the
guy?
world did he find out the name for the next Red vs. Blue? That's what I want to know. We got a leak somewhere.
Constitution.
Hello, I am Bernie Burns.
What?
I am
Gus.
Gav.
Jeff.
What are we doing? It's Monday. This is the wrong day.
We shouldn't be doing a podcast right now. I'll tell you what you're not doing is you're not introducing yourself.
I said I'm Gus.
He did say Gus. Oh, you said over Gavin?
You're not listening.
No one listens to you when Gavin is talking, just so you know. Everyone's all like, they hear that British accent and they get all hypnotized.
They're just waiting for me to start yelling at him again.
So this is bite-sized Drunk Tank, right?
Yeah.
So what are we doing here, Gus?
Well, I finally got a computer here at the office so I can edit the podcast a little more efficiently. So we thought this week we would release a podcast every day, Monday through Friday, but at a shorter length, a little 15 to 30 minute podcast.
The Drive Safe edition.
Yeah, the Drive Safe edition. The Drive Home edition.
6.5 years into the company, you finally got a computer?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yes. And we finally have an ambitious plan to work every day this week.
The guy in charge of all the computers at the office finally has a computer. Only
Nice.
took 6.5 years.
So all this time you've just been working on your laptop.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been working on the supply your own computer edition.
Well, I couldn't have thought of a better week for y'all to do this because Gavin and I are getting on a plane and going to Seattle. So,
ODST.
yeah, we're going to the ODST launch party.
What does that entail?
That entails us getting on a plane and holding hands because I get scared during takeoff.
Yep.
And then we land in
holding butts.
SeaTac Airport. We get in a overpriced rental car and drive to something called the Music Experience is where they're holding this thing.
Huh. Is that in Seattle itself, or where is that?
I don't know. Why would I plan that far ahead?
Okay.
It's probably in Chicago and we're flying to Seattle.
Well, luckily your phone will help you figure it out.
They got Wi-Fi on planes now. Americans got Wi-Fi.
I don't think it does on that flight, on that route.
I had it coming back from PAX. Excuse me.
Look at
Wow.
that. Where'd you connect through?
You mean data-wise or for
No,
connection?
your flight.
Confuse me. DFW.
Oh, wow. That's
Or
crazy.
Dallas-Fort Worth, as it's known.
Look
Hey,
at
Gus,
Gus being all wrong.
You and I must be taking the only flights left in America that don't have Wi-Fi.
Apparently.
Sucks.
You know, another little secret about flying on at least American is that you can look at the seats, and some of them have a little lightning bolt on the seat indicator where the numbers are under the luggage racks. That is an indication that aisle, or row, has power.
Welcome to 5 years ago.
Well, hey, not everybody knows that. Not everybody flies as much as
it's
Mr. Gus
It's a little
Cirola.
travel pro tip.
What if it was a lightning safe seat?
That would be better. How? By
I
the way,
want to fucking stab you. you say the dumbest things.
you do
Why
make Gus
are
mad.
you even in here?
No, he doesn't say dumb things. He says things that make you mad, and that is funny to me and to Jeff.
Yeah.
No, there's still dumb things.
So yeah, man, I can't believe ODST is already coming out. It seems like, I don't know, it seems like I've been waiting for this game forever.
Are you going to go to a midnight launch to get it, Gus?
No, I don't think I'll be going to a midnight launch. Actually, you know what? I pre-ordered that game from online. I pre-ordered that game through a banner ad on our website.
I did the same thing.
Oh, I should have done that.
Yeah,
Sergeant Johnson
yeah.
ad on our very
I saw
website.
Sergeant Johnson ad on our site. I was like, I should support this.
I
Like,
wondered how that ad got up to 2 hits. Now we know.
2 copies sold. Yes.
So are you getting the version with the controller or just with the code?
Just with the code.
I tried to buy the version with the controller, and they would no longer take pre-orders for that SKU, as they said.
What's a skew?
I don't know. It's like the lamest industry term ever. It just means a product.
Okay.
I heard another podcast where a developer was talking about his project as a SKU. He goes, "Yeah, I've been working on this SKU for like," and I think, doesn't that remove any artistic integrity when you refer to your project that you're dedicating your life to as a SKU?
Yeah.
A SKU is literally, by the way, it is the barcode
Yeah, maybe he didn't understand what SKU meant. Maybe he thought it like that was like the industry term for a game.
for a project,
Yeah.
right?
Or
Yeah.
maybe he's just soulless and doesn't care.
It means, the little barcode, the
Yeah,
unique
yeah.
number, that's a SKU.
Okay.
And
fair
so
enough.
that became like a unique identifier
Yeah.
for a project. That's why ODST with the controller has a different SKU
Okay.
than the Halo ODST.
Which
But-
also has a different SKU than the loaf of bread I bought last night.
It's true. It's true.
Exactly.
But hey, you're not allowed to play ODST with your new PS3
Yeah, what are you
regime.
Gonna do? You gonna stand around at the
You can
bunkie?
watch
no,
me play
wait,
it,
now,
though.
hold on.
You gonna
Take
bring
it
your
easy,
PS3
first of all.
Slim?
I think
You gonna
Bernie's
keep your hands in your pockets?
No.
he's going to wriggle his way out of this. I can tell.
I'm not wriggling out of anything.
This would be some wriggling.
What? Shut up. Listen, this is my explanation, and it's logically perfect. So bask in the glory of my intellect.
We'll see.
A PS3 owner, if he went to the Halo 3 ODST launch party, would still be able to play Halo 3. He just wouldn't be able to play it at home.
Nope.
I can play. I can go to a friend's house and play. I can go to a launch party and play because it's open to the public. Mm-hmm. So I feel comfortable
well,
doing that.
I have a question then. You said you can go to a friend's house and play. Can you play at the office then?
No, that's like an unfair advantage I think that we would have.
I think you should be going to a PS3 launch and not an Xbox One.
Shut up,
personally.
Gavin. God damn it! I think it's time for somebody to go back to Britain.
So you're gonna go to this place, music
Experience?
Experience.
whatever the hell that means, and you guys are just gonna play ODST for a couple hours.
Hell yeah!
Is there like a live band? Is that the music experience?
I don't really know.
You gonna
I think it's just a cool cultural event, and I want to be there.
ODST is such a good game.
Is Nathan Fillion gonna be there?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, is Trisha Helfer going to be there?
If Trisha Helfer is there, I'm not gonna be playing ODST.
Yeah, she's dreamy.
I gotta have priorities. I might just be standing in the corner staring.
Is Bill Gates going to be there?
He was at the Halo
Yeah, you
3
met
party.
him at one.
Yeah, that's the picture I have with Bill Gates is from the Halo 3 launch party. This one's done a little differently though.
Yeah.
What's Bill Gates' gamer tag?
I don't know.
Big money.
Billionaire.
It's probably just one. No, that's it.
He probably is not coming out since it's not a Master Chief game. You only get Bill Gates guns for Master Chief games.
Is that how that
He was
works?
gonna bust
Yeah.
out those golden guns. Tow, tow, tow.
ODST gets Bomber.
Well, if they're lucky, maybe they'll get Balmer.
I wonder if he does have a gamer tag. I've always heard that Bill Gates has a dedicated employee to handle his spam. Have you ever heard that?
Mm-mm.
That his mailbox gets so much spam that he has just one person on staff. This is probably an internet urban legend, but I've always heard that.
What's his address?
I think it's bill.gates@microsoft.com.
Wow.
He might have a Hotmail account. I don't know.
Willie G.
A lot of guys put their stuff out there. I know Gabe Newell puts all of his information out there. He actually puts his email address in his commentaries for the game. Have you ever done any of those Valve commentaries?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. And then Mark Cuban always puts his email address out there. He's the owner of the Dallas Mavericks and the one-time owner of Broadcast.com.
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
There's-
that was a .com success story right there.
Well, might be the only one, right?
No, there was a few.
I'm sure there's several, but his is definitely one of the bigger ones.
Did you listen to all those Valve commentaries on the Half-Life games?
I did.
I thought that was awesome. I've never seen that in a game before.
I agree.
Have you seen that in any other game?
No, I haven't, and I thought they were really cool.
Yeah. they
At
were
first,
really
I thought they were
interesting.
kind of dumb, but then I went back later and listened to them, and they were really cool.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
The Left 4 Dead one, did you listen to those? Since you listened to the Half-Life ones?
There's a Left
I
4 Dead
didn't
one.
even know there were. Was that just PC only?
Maybe I might be
shit.
misremembering, but I know I definitely heard the developers talking about a special infected that they didn't put into the game.
I'm pretty sure that there are commentaries on the Xbox version.
Yeah, and that
I've
would have been a
left-
commentary.
Left
right?
4 Dead. Oh, I didn't even
I'll
know.
have to check it out. I didn't even know.
Have you ever heard about the Screamer? Do you familiar with what that special infected was?
Yeah, you told me what the Screamer was.
I don't know anything
like
about
back
that.
when Left 4 Dead came out.
He was a development level infected that ended up turning into the witch and the boomer. But what he was he was a guy in a straitjacket.
Oh.
And when he saw the survivors, he would run away and run somewhere nearby and hide. And he would start screaming at the top of his lungs, and that would draw in horde after horde after horde.
So you'd have to go and find him and kill him.
Right. You'd have to hunt him down through the hordes and kill him. to
Wow,
make
that's
him
cool.
stop.
That sounds really good.
But they turned his attack into basically the boomer bile. The boomer's bile didn't attract the horde initially. It was just, I guess, damage.
Okay.
And then they, I guess, modified him and made him into the witch.
Sounds more akin to the Spitter
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
initially, where it
Yeah.
just barfed on you and you took damage. Man, I'm so excited. Doesn't Left 4 Dead DLC come out this week
It's
also?
the rumor. I don't think it's been
shit.
officially announced, but the rumor is that it's
It's
September
coming out.
23rd.
Yeah, this Wednesday.
Also, I think Zombie Apocalypse comes out September
Fuck
23rd.
yeah, and Zombie Apocalypse comes out too. We played that game at Comic Con.
What's that?
On Xbox Live Arcade and PSN. It's a PSN title. You'll be
Oh,
happy to know.
Yeah.
It's like Smash
Yeah.
TV meets Left 4 Dead.
Didn't
Suck-
have any actual attacks.
Oop, I didn't mean that. I started a YouTube video. That's what the dude looked like. That's a picture of the screamer right there.
But
that's
yeah,
terrifying.
Zombie Apocalypse is like Smash TV meets Left 4 Dead. It's like you just move around and shoot with the 2 controllers, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
just
I like games
the
like that. It's kind of
zombies
like Geometry Wars.
Yeah, and then like there's
thumbstick.
some items in the game like you can use like zombie bait to like get the zombies away from you, and it's really interactive with the environment. Really excited about that game.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be fun.
You know, speaking of zombie games that I would be excited for, what happened to Dead Rising 2? Wasn't that coming out this holiday season?
No, it just got announced.
That's next year, right?
Yeah.
2010.
That's supposedly pretty early in development.
There's a lot of games that got announced that are coming out next year, like Alan Wake and that one. And
Well, most of those other games are coming out early
Crackdown
next year.
2.
I think Dead Rising 2 is a little further away. I think it's late next year.
I'm going to make a new rule. You can't show a game at E3 if it's not coming out within 12 months. That's a new rule.
Okay.
I'll email them. I'll let them know.
Thanks, dude.
Get on that.
Just send it out to the list. It's a Hotmail list.
They're probably listening right now. They might be scared that they're going to get the email from me now any minute.
Can I make another request?
Yeah, do it.
Can we be done with the internets and intranets and interweb jokes?
I would love that.
Can we be done with that? Is that
Can
okay?
we declare them illegal as of today?
Interweb.
Like-
Them and pirates and
Off-limits.
ninjas.
Yeah.
When they talking on the radio about Pirate Day? Talk like a pirate day.
We heard that on NPR yesterday. We were driving home
And she was like,
on NPR, and they were promoting National Talk Like a Pirate Day on NPR.
Oh my
It was
god!
and
terrible.
it was like
It was horrible.
KUT.org.
Oh my!
So bad.
Oh my
That's how you
god!
know. That's how you know your fucking meme is lame.
Yeah.
When NPR picks it up.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, Gus doesn't have any headphones, but I don't think he realizes just how quiet you are.
Oh, am I being quiet? You got to boost me. Oh yeah, look at me. The internet's gonna be deprived of my.
It's good when the guy running the soundboard doesn't actually have a set of headphones on,
Everyone took them.
but everyone
Did
else
you plug
does.
in your correct cable to your microphone
Did I?
when you set it up? I bet you didn't.
I didn't plug it in at all.
Wow,
You said
that is fucking awesome. That is awesome. Jeff hasn't been plugged in this entire time.
I thought you set it up.
No, I didn't touch your microphone. You have your microphone.
That is so
12
fucking
minutes-
great.
12
I just-
minutes of
no,
podcast.
we're not going to change that. I just want to explain for the record. Jeff plugged into his own computer.
we have the setup we have here in this room is there's two computers back here. There's the editing station where we film Red versus Blue and
Hey,
record
what's
the
up?
podcast.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
There's Jeff's station, which also has its own mixer because he records Achievement Hunter audio there. And so whenever he switches to the podcast from Achievement Hunter audio, he's got to switch his microphone cable.
To be fair, but to me and Bernie, we're both wearing headphones, and I did not notice that your voice wasn't coming out of my headphones.
I did notice it, thank you very much. And I'm wearing the open ear headphones. You have the closed ones.
Jeff has
What do you mean,
headphones
Jeff
on.
has headphones on. And he can't hear that he's not coming through.
Normally I wear headphones every week. I didn't put them on this week because I couldn't find the pair that's normally
So
back here.
everything I said up to this point was really engrossing and hilarious too.
I'm sure they'll be able to hear it very faintly in our
I feel-
microphones.
Oh my god.
I feel
So
so, bad.
we're getting this week off to a fucking great start.
That was
only,
fucking hilarious.
Only 4 more of these to go, right?
Must
Do you
be
ma-
Monday.
So do you want to recap anything you've said so far?
I talked about zombie apocalypse quite a bit, and then I said some hilarious shit about some other stuff that I don't remember.
Tune in tomorrow where Gus forgets to press record.
Well, last week we had a problem where our podcast got lost by our software.
That's
That
true.
did happen.
We
Nobody knew about that. We could have got away with
we
that.
recorded an
Yeah.
hour and a half long podcast and it didn't save.
You guys are destroying our professional reputation. One podcast at a time.
Have you posted any pictures of what the room looks like that we recorded?
No, but people have probably seen it in shorts.
Yeah, but just like the podcast setup.
No,
It's not that
We've
impressive.
got to
No,
keep
it's-
it
yeah.
as illusion, like
Yeah.
we're all in our own booths and not sort of
we go
spewing
down. We go out
across
to
the couch.
a local radio station.
Yeah.
Use their equipment.
We use our sound booth. Hey, something I want to bring up was we were talking about Saturday Night Live
Yes.
randomly at lunch, and I had read an article, and this is crazy. I'm a big fan of Kristen Wiig. Do you want to weigh in?
I hate Kristen Wiig.
For whatever reason,
she
love
is
her.
the second worst thing on that show.
What's the
What's
first
the worst thing?
Keenan?
You
Oh,
don't,
it got-
you don't like Keenan?
No,
No,
no.
Keenan-
He's also funny.
No,
Keenan
he's,
from
he's
Keenan
like,
and
he's-
Kel.
it's like he's always
Yeah.
doing a bad Bill Cosby impression.
No.
He is. Anytime he's on, just turn the TV off. Fuck it, give up.
Nope.
If he's
Don't
on
listen
in
to
the
us.
first 2 skits of an SNL episode, horrible.
They might
No.
be the 2 best people on the show.
No, and then Kristen
No.
Wiig.
She's good. She's funny.
I'll
She's
post.
funny.
I'll
She
post
is
some
funny.
stuff in the link dump. Some
Yeah, please
horrible.
do.
Well,
Kristen
you
Wiig stuff.
could cherry pick bad moments.
That's right. I can,
You could.
and I will. Thank you for pointing it out.
He's gonna go through and post all of her like straight man lines. That'll be great. But she is absolutely, probably one of the best things to ever be on Saturday Night Live.
That's bold, but she's good.
She's great.
She's great.
She's funny, and
But you gotta that's a fucking lineage of people from that show.
According to, and you know what? Go back and watch their Saturday Night Live sketches. Seriously, all the people who you think were awesome on Saturday Night Live, go back and watch them on Saturday Night
You
Live.
tell me Eddie Murphy wasn't funny.
Go back and watch Dan Aykroyd on Saturday Night Live and tell me if you think Dan
I never
Aykroyd-
thought that shit was funny from that era.
like the Bassomatic and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like people talk about John Belushi,
Not funny.
and Bill Murray and
Not
Dan
funny.
Aykroyd as being the heyday of Saturday Night Live. That stuff you watch it today, it's like, where's the joke?
Yeah.
What
You
about
know?
Chris Farley?
Chris
Hilarious.
Farley, awesome.
Yeah.
He's probably Phil Hartman. I mean, guys like that. You know, I
Yeah,
like
fuck
John
yeah.
Lovitz.
John Lovett's probably my favorite of all time.
I thought he was. I mean, some people are just better in that format than other people are.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray in movies are incredible. You know what I mean? Rushmore.
It's also the problem with Saturday Night Live is it's always topical, so the comedy becomes dated so quickly.
Not really.
I think so.
Like
I'm
people love that John Belushi Little Chocolate Donut sketch.
Mm-hmm.
That's not topical,
I guess not.
and it's not funny.
You're right. It's not funny.
Yeah, but Kristen Wiig, I just want to throw this out there because I thought this was amazing. She was in last season. She was in 124 out of 140 sketches.
God, I knew that season sucked for some reason.
No,
I was
that's
just
awesome.
Stop being negative. What's wrong with you?
I hope there's more Target skits where she plays the Turget lady or she plays Gilly in a fucking classroom because those are fucking phenomenal. Every time those come on, you know you're gonna fucking roll off your couch.
Come on.
You gotta mute it because you might die from asphyxiation from all the laughter.
You're such a dick. You're such a dickhead. She's fucking.
He's
funny.
being argumentative just to be argumentative.
I guess so. Did you ever see Knocked Up?
Yeah, I did.
She's fucking great in Knocked
She was
Up.
good.
dude.
No, but no. You just said those are two different things: SNL performances and movie performances.
Also,
you said you didn't like her in general, though.
Okay, I don't like her on SNL.
also
okay.
she's hot.
Who is she in Knocked Up?
She has 2 minutes. All right, go ahead.
She has 2 minutes in Knocked Up that are just perfect. She's one of the executives that's trying to help Katherine Heigl get her show off the
I
ground,
remember.
and is just consistently negative.
Yeah.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah,
Passive-aggressive, yeah.
It was funny. She was also in Ghost Town, Ricky Gervais' movie.
Oh, really?
How was she in that?
She was good in that. She was
I've
very
never
good.
seen that.
I'm wondering if she's in the Invention of Lying. Have you heard about that?
I don't know if she's in it. I
New
didn't see
Gervais
her
movie.
in the trailer.
I saw Tina Fey in the trailer.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Yeah, I'm
in
looking
it.
forward to that movie.
movie's gonna be awesome.
Kirsten Wiig is in Extract, which I'm looking forward to seeing.
Oh yeah,
That's out right now.
Yeah, it's out. I should go see it.
I wanna see
You
that.
should see it soon because it's going to be out
Yeah,
pretty soon.
I'm backed up on movies I need to see.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not. Let's not talk about Ricky Gervais anymore because I'm not really that creatively competitive. But I hate talking about somebody who has a better podcast than we do. It just seems like a bad idea.
Man, he was
I will
on.
make sure not to link to that podcast.
Since we're not talking about Ricky Gervais, he was on Jon Stewart 2 nights ago, and Gavin and I watched it.
Yeah.
And they mentioned that he has the most successful podcast of all time. And what did they say? How many views?
170 million downloads.
170 million downloads.
A week?
So does Fred. Fred has that many though. It doesn't seem like. I guess it's.
podcast numbers. That's a lot.
I guess it's isolated.
How many did he
through
have,
iTunes.
Gavin?
How many did he have?
Yeah.
How many podcasts?
Yeah.
Like 30 maybe?
How do you find that out?
I guess if you're Ricky Gervais, you get to know.
Maybe that was when the record was set. He's in the Guinness Book for I think this year or last year.
Yeah.
But
I guess I should start counting our downloads.
Can you do that?
Not currently, but I could probably figure something out.
Figure it out, tech
Just-
guy.
No,
Just
no.
say
'cause
we're
it's
at
gonna be-
120 million.
Yeah, it's
We're at
gonna be
actually 169 million right now. So I'll put that out there.
Next week's going to be a huge show for us. When we catch up to Gervais. But Kristen Wiig is also in that upcoming Drew Barrymore picture that was shot in Austin.
No, it's set in Austin, and they only shot the exteriors in Austin.
Right.
Yeah, because
Fucking lame.
Yeah, Ellen Page. That was kind of a weird scandal here because Austin considers itself to be a film production town.
and
Yet,
it's
yeah.
and the whole thing is wrapped around the Austin Roller Girls, which is where the new roller derby scene kind of started or like revived. It was a big deal.
So is it just cheaper to shoot elsewhere?
Yeah,
There are more tax breaks in other places. Where did they end up? They should end up shooting that in Wisconsin, right?
Wisconsin or Louisiana. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I think it's Wisconsin, but yeah, they have crazy tax breaks in Wisconsin. I think.
They also have good cheese.
You get free cheese.
Cheese curds.
Gross.
No, cheese curds are good.
No,
we
it's
had.
good.
Speaking of which, I saw the other day at Frank's. They have waffle fry poutine.
Yeah, dude, you had that right?
Yeah, it's good.
Is that how you pronounce it? Poutine?
I think so.
Poontang.
Apologies to my Canadian friends if I'm saying it wrong.
That did not look good to me.
Poutine.
It was good.
I think poutine is something that Jeff's army buddy looked up on the internet.
It's true.
You guys have discovered this new restaurant in Austin, like right around the corner from here, where all the waitresses wear bikinis.
And it's called
And
bikinis.
all I hear about is how great this food is and how we have to eat there every day.
Dude, you had a hamburger there the other day that was fucking amazing. You gotta admit. We had what was it called?
It was a Tex-Mex
Tex-Mex
burger.
hamburger? It was a hamburger that had tortillas for buns.
And it was filled pico de gallo, and it came with a side of queso for dipping.
But I'm pretty sure the correct way to answer that question is the food good at bikinis? The correct answer is the what?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's such a sketchy place to go. You just feel like a monster when you're in there. And every time you look up, you feel like you're like breaking the law somehow.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I just want to know what
you do,
time
right?
it was.
You
Yeah.
had that feeling too?
I spent the entire time we were there staring at my table, looking at my fork.
Looking at your stocks on your iPhone.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't understand that? That what you're talking about? Women don't understand that. Because my wife will be in a restaurant and she'll say, "Look at that guy. Look at that girl. Look at her. Look what she's wearing. Look. You're not looking. Look. And I'm like, I know at this point in my life as a man, you don't turn around and stare at people.
Nope.
Like, you're walking down the road, you learn to see everything in your peripheral vision. You know?
Absolutely.
Or like it's like looking at a hot girl's like looking at the sun. You look for a second and then look away and take it all in.
You take
You
it like
build a little
every
shadow box and
every
look-
single guy.
Look through a pinhole.
Yeah, you poke a hole in a paper plate, and that's how you get a look.
When it comes to women, every single man on the planet has a photographic memory, and you take a 1-second snapshot, and then you think about that as you're walking away.
Exactly right. And women will just. You ever watch women pass other women? They up and down. They look them over completely.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm like, look, I got it. I saw it for a brief second. I got it all.
I got it
I'll
for the rest of my
I'll
life. I have
examine
that
it later
image.
in more detail.
I'm wondering if that sun analogy applies to Gusto, because I know that you used to have sun staring contests.
I was like 6 years old at the time.
So what, you just stared directly into the sun?
We would line up outside our school cafeteria when I was in first grade, and I don't know why we decided to have contests to see who could stare at the sun the longest. And
What
I
you
would-
didn't know is
I
that
would always win.
everyone else had their eyes closed, and you were the only one looking with your eyes open.
And now I can't see shit without my glasses.
I was the one who won. Where the fuck was your teacher?
Who knows?
Being irresponsible.
God, what does she think you're doing? Staring at the sun.
Gus had a lot of great teachers in his academic career. He was telling me about one time when he was like 13, his class got to go to Washington, D.C.,
Oh, man.
and they asked the teacher to take them to, what was it, like the Washington Monument?
No, we were at the National Archives, and we had seen just about everything, but like we didn't get a chance to see the Constitution. So the whole tour group was going back to the hotel, and me and like two of my friends were like, "Oh, can we go see the Constitution?" So these two teachers said, "Yeah, we'll stay behind with you and go take you to see the Constitution." It was an older married couple. Both of them were teachers at my school.
Where is this story going?
So then we were like, great. Hey, we got to go to the bathroom. We'll be right out, and we'll go see the Constitution. They're like, okay, we'll be waiting here for you. So me and my friends go to the bathroom, wash our hands, come out. Teachers are gone. We're like, what the fuck happened? Tour group's gone. We're like, where did they go? Well, maybe they already started going to the Constitution. Let's go look at the Constitution. So we start walking over to the Constitution. No, they're not there. So, we're 13 years old in Washington, D.C. It's the first time I've ever left my house. First time I've ever been on a plane. First time I've ever gone on a trip anywhere. So then we're like, well, I guess we're stuck here. Let's go figure out how to ride the subway. So then, we're 13 years old, we walk down, we find a subway stop. We're like, we think the hotel's in that direction, so let's just get on the subway. And eventually we figure it out. We know more or less where we're going, and we get back to the hotel. 3 days later, we run into those teachers like, what the fuck happened? Where were you? Like, oh, we decided to go to Philadelphia.
They just left
We're like,
him in
what?
the bathroom.
They're like, yeah, we forgot we were going to stay with you, and we just went to the train station and went to Philadelphia.
What the hell?
Yeah.
God damn. And then 5 years later, you move back to Texas and we're reunited with your family, right?
Luckily, D.C. is an incredibly safe city, so there was really no danger.
I had a teacher in second grade that if you talked in class, she'd put duct tape over your mouth.
Well, that just makes
Duct
sense.
tape?
Yeah, duct tape.
Wow. My brother went to a Catholic school where the nuns had spray soap in their drawers and would spray your mouth with this soap if you said anything bad.
So your brother ate a lot of soap, is what you're saying?
Yeah, my brother grew a taste for soap.
My dad.
How was his breath?
My dad grew up in Mexico, and he went to school down there. And he said that if you misbehaved when he was in elementary school, that like the hallways were like this hard tile, probably like a saltillo tile, and that if you misbehaved, the teacher would make you go out into the hallway and walk on your knees up and down the school as punishment.
Wow. Man, I couldn't imagine something happening like that today. I just couldn't imagine.
Dude,
it.
yeah, we have kids, right? If somebody ever tried to do that to my daughter, I would beat the teacher to death.
Yeah.
That would be all there is to it.
Well-
First off, the teacher would have to perform that task. The teacher, under threat of murder, would have to walk up and down the fucking entire school on his or her knees, and then the beating would begin.
What was the worst thing that happened to you punishment-wise in school?
I lost. I spent a lot of time outside the classroom, so I lost the ability to learn, which is haunted me to this day. I never had anything bad happen. I went to the principal a lot. I had to go to the guidance counselor a lot, but I never got like spanked or anything.
Really?
Ever? Yeah. They were. I guess. I went to a lot of my early school in Oregon, and it was pretty progressive, I guess. So there wasn't a lot of beatings going on up there back then. How about you?
I got like spanked one time when I was in like preschool, and my mom flipped the fuck out, like completely flipped out.
Oh, I know one.
I wouldn't eat something at lunch.
I know one thing that did happen in Jacksonville, Florida, in the 5th grade. We weren't allowed to talk at lunch at all, and it wasn't like a punishment or anything. The kids just were not allowed to talk at lunch. And this kid sat next to me, and he had like some carrots or something that he wasn't going to eat, and he asked me if I wanted them, and I said, "No, I don't want any carrots, thank you." And the teacher came over and grabbed me and made me stand up in front of the entire school and throw my lunch away, and then go to the principal's office. My mom took off work, came down, and raised such a stink that the teacher the next day had to stand up and apologize in front of my mother and I at lunch in front of the entire school.
Wow.
I bet you felt great about that.
It was awesome.
And that's when Jeff became a jackass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, we could trace everything back to
that
one moment now.
Yeah.
That's why after performance reviews, I got a call from Jeff's mom sometimes.
And the school had to like give my mom $3 or whatever to pay for the lunch that we threw away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom didn't fuck around.
Paid her for time
She
off
was
work.
she was a working mom,
Did they write a check?
I don't know how to read. Have to ask her.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, it was good times. So I was very popular after that.
Yeah.
So, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about that weird conspiracy theory thing, where they had all the coffins. FEMA is storing coffins
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah.
all over
right.
the country.
I forgot about that already.
This kind of reminded me of this. I read a story where it is in Canada now, and they had to apologize to a group of American Indians who have Native Americans who have a tribe up there, and I don't know if they have reservations or what in Canada, but essentially a group of Native Americans said to the Canadian government, "We want a kit to prepare for H1N1 flu, swine flu," and the government sent them body bags. That's what they sent them.
What?
Yeah.
No.
They did.
No.
Health Canada apologized Thursday for sending body bags along with H1N1 flu prevention and vaccine kits to some Native communities. "We regret the alarm that this incident has caused," Health Canada said in a statement issued Thursday afternoon. "It is important to remember that our nurses are focused entirely on providing primary healthcare services under often trying circumstances."
That's socialized healthcare for you.
Just send them body bags.
At least they didn't send them blankets.
Oh, man. Thank God Gus isn't the minister of healthcare in Canada. 'Cause his response would have been, "These people complain about everything. Wah, you took my land. Wah, you destroyed my culture. Wah, my body bag doesn't fit."
Genocide this, genocide that.
How in the hell do you send body bags to
Dude,
people
that's terrible. That's
as a
fucking,
prevention kit?
That's fucking terrible.
Here's body bags and a shovel.
Good
luck.
It'd be pretty bad if a ton of people die and they were like, "We need you to send them back." That'd be even more humiliating. Just keep them.
All right, so we got anything else we want to talk about before we wrap up here?
I don't think so.
We want to end on that note?
Yeah, let's end
That
on a
was
high
a good
note.
note to end on.
You
Who's
guys
gonna be
got to go get on a plane right now, and I
Yeah.
guess we'll hear back from you Wednesday on
Yeah,
the
so
podcast.
y'all won't be in tomorrow. We'll
Who's-
see if we can get someone to sit in.
And you've got a special guest
Hey,
lined up.
Joel, man.
I'm trying to line up a special guest. We'll see if I can manage to pull it off or not.
Very special guest. Very.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone.
All right, ta-ta.
Hey guys, so we are here for Extra Life. We are at Dell Children's Hospital in Austin, Texas, and we're going to do a little walk around and meet some people involved with Dell Children's and see how our Extra Life contributions actually help out the hospital. So hope you enjoy. Katie, you ready for this?
I'm so ready for this.
All right, let's do it.
I'm here with Christy, the epilepsy program manager, and we're in front of this really cool room that we're going to get her to explain a little bit more about.
Absolutely. So we're on our what we call our epilepsy monitoring unit right now. This is a place where kiddos can come and they can have EEGs done. Our kiddos are usually in the room, their own patient rooms, but what we've been able to do is have a wireless system so that the kiddos can actually leave their room and come here to this playroom, which has a lot of different sensory items and different textures and fun lights and things that they can actually play and get out of their room. And that's something they haven't been able to do before until we expanded into this bigger unit about 1.5 years ago. So we're very excited about it.
Now we're here with Emily, who is the nurse practitioner, and Kevin, who is the EEG technologist. Very cool title. And I just want to ask you guys a little bit about what you do here in this particular ward and at Dell Children's.
Well, I see the kids every day, check on them and listen to them and see how they're doing. I help put in medication orders, etc. And kind of in the physician's eyes and ears when they're not here. These guys let us know when someone's having a seizure, and then we treat appropriately.
So what we do, me and the techs will put electrodes on top of the kids' heads, and that'll look at the electrical activity in their brains, and then so we watch and see if there's any abnormal activity, and then we talk to Emily and the doctors, and then they medicate based on that.
So we're in the HEB amphitheater here at Dell Children's Hospital. Now this is a place where kids can come where they might be attached to their IVs still. They can all come together, spend some time with other kids in the hospital, watch a clown perform here. I'm not very clowny, but have somebody clown and perform here, a comedian, a clown, or they can watch films, have a TV rolled in. I'm here with Dr. Ferrari, who is the director and scientist of the MEG Lab. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what it is that you do and a bit more about the MEG machine?
Sure. Our machine is called magnetoencephalography, or MEG for short.
I'm glad you pronounced that for me because I've been unable to.
Yeah. So what MEG is basically a neurophysiology device, one of the sort of most sensitive sensing devices in the world. And we record the brain waves that are emitted when the brain is working, basically. Right. Here at Dell Pediatric Hospital, we use MEG to localize epileptiform activity in patients with epilepsy, and also map functional activity in those patients and also brain tumor patients before they go to surgery. So we have a non-invasive method for localizing function and bad parts of the brain, so to give the surgeons information prior to going into surgery. This technology revolutionized the non-invasive mapping world, actually. There's only about 25 clinical sites in the world in the country, that have this technology, and we're one of 6 pediatric hospitals in the country that have the opportunity to use this technology.
All right, so I'm here with Dr. Mark Lee, who's a brain surgeon, I just found out. And can you tell me a little bit about what you do here at Dell Children's?
Well, I mean, obviously I do brain surgery, but the main thing I do is epilepsy surgery. So this is for children whose seizures aren't controlled with medication. And so we put a lot of effort into trying to find the area of the brain where the seizures are coming from, and then we can actually do surgery to cure the epilepsy.
Cool. And so one of the things that Extra Life helped out with the Rooster Teeth helped out with, was the MEG machine upstairs. Can you talk about how that sort of helps what you do?
That's really very important in what we do with epilepsy. That helps us localize the area of the brain where the seizures are coming from. It's very helpful. Basically, what we do is if we can find a small spot in the brain where the seizures are coming from, we can actually place a laser fiber with computer guidance into that spot, and then in the MRI scanner actually burn a lesion that we can actually see developing in the MRI, so we can be very precise. And the real advantage of that is that the patients actually leave the hospital the next day. And the MEG really helps us localize where we need to put that electrode and the laser fiber to do this.
I'm here with Gina, who has a daughter, Daisy, at Dell Children's. So did you want to tell us a little bit about Daisy's experience at Dell Children's, or your experience as a parent having a child at Dell Children's?
Sure, absolutely. Daisy is 15 years old, and we kind of fell into being treated at Dell Children's by chance, kind of after several years of being treated for epilepsy and autism. And it's been a wonderful experience. We were here last month for a few days and learned a lot about Daisy's condition, and have had the opportunity to meet some amazing doctors and some individuals that are working with her and providing care, as well as working with us on planning her future and making some good decisions. So it's been a really positive experience.
Now we're here with Gwen, this wonderful, wonderful woman. Gwen, do you want to tell me what it is that you do here at Dell Children's and sort of where we are and who we have here?
Sure. I'm Gwen. I'm a nurse, actually, and I'm a manager of the neonatal intensive care unit for Dell Children's Hospital. And I also manage the neonatal transport team. A lot of our babies come sometimes for prematurity, but also for very specialized complex needs like surgery. They have a cardiac problem at birth, or if they are in need of a pediatric subspecialist of any kind. So here's a little baby, for example, who's been with us for a couple of months, and he's more than doubled his birth weight. So he's about
we only
3
saw him
pounds.
2 weeks ago when we came here.
Right. And now he's over 3 pounds about. So when he came, he was just a little over a pound. And you see he's off the ventilator now. He's learning how to eat and grow. And so he's just doing really well. And he was transported in by our neonatal transport team. We have babies who stay here for many months, so we kind of become part of their family at first. We build a really strong bond with the family because this is such an important part of their lives.
I'm here with Roger, whose son Alex is here at Dell Children's. Did you want to talk a little bit about what Alex is here for?
Yeah, Alex, back on August 26th, he was out on a soccer field, and what happened was a stray lightning bolt hit him while he was at his first soccer practice of the season, and this lightning strike caused him to go into cardiac arrest. They then transported him initially to Dell by helicopter. When he first came to Dell, he was still largely unresponsive, so they were working on wound care for the still existing burn injuries.
How old is Alex?
He's 9, yeah, so
he's still growing.
He's still growing, yeah, and the other thing that he's gotten a lot of here from Dell is he's had occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech therapy, and music therapy. And since he's been here, he started becoming more interactive. He's talking now. Quietly,
which I bet is a huge relief.
Oh, it is a huge relief. He's tracking us, he's looking around, he's enjoying when we play music he's familiar with, he'll smile.
So, Kip, I was wondering what day would be good to take this back to the office, if that's okay?
No, it's not okay.
No?
Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about Dell Children's Hospital. We've been working with these guys now for a couple years, and they're incredible. And you can see everything inside is amazing, and what you are doing is helping these people. So thank you everyone who's supporting Extra Life, and if you can, please donate. And if not, just spread the word. Just get the word out there. You know, us gamers, we're trying to do good in the world, and so hope you're helping out. So again, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for helping out. I know Dell Children's very excited about this, so thank you all, and enjoy the stream.
So Caleb was in the machine. What's your conclusion on that?
Yes, we just finished the recording, and unfortunately, we think there's nothing there.
Nothing there. Doctor says.